Singapore ranked as the world's safest country again. Gallup's global safety report shows 98% of residents feel safe walking at night, the 12th time Singapore has topped the index since 2006. To know what's behind this, we are joined by Gallup's Kanika Singh and Shruti Rastogi. So let's get into it, starting with Shruti. What factors explain Singapore's consistent top ranking in safety?
Since Gallup first began measuring perceptions of safety in 2006, Singapore has held the number one spot 12 times. Feelings of safety in the city-state have remained remarkably stable, never falling below 94% in the past 5 measurements. These results reflect Singapore's long-standing reputation for low crime, effective law enforcement, and strong public order, all of which have contributed to its consistently high levels of perceived safety. In addition, a strong proactive and systemic effort which goes from urban planning, efficient public transport, well-lit streets, digital surveillance in public areas, all of which gives a quiet confidence of security. Singapore also stands out for its gender parity. In 2024, 98% of men and 97% women said they feel safe walking alone at night, reflecting consistently low crime, effective law enforcement, and strong public order. Singapore's integrated safety model combines governance, infrastructure, and community engagement to deliver a secure environment for residents and visitors alike. This enduring commitment to public safety continues to set a global benchmark for urban security and citizen well-being.
On public safety specifically, how does it influence Singapore's overall quality of life?
So maybe I can take this one. So I think public safety is really one of the most quietly powerful contributors to overall quality of life. I'll say in Singapore, it's almost woven into the fabric of our daily lives so seamlessly that we almost take it for granted, I think, most days. So Gallup's 2025 State of Global Workplace report also showed that 42% of people in Singapore say they are thriving in their lives, which is one of the highest rates in the region. So this sense of thriving is deeply connected to freedom and confidence that the safety factors enable, right? So whether you think about women working late night shifts or families enjoying parks after dark or individuals jogging past midnight, Singapore's environment really allows people to live fully and freely. And the gender parity part that Shruti mentioned makes safety so inclusive in nature. It's not really something that all countries are able to achieve. So it's a peace of mind to parents, caregivers, older adults, knowing their loved ones can move through the city safely. And it removes barriers, expands opportunity, and ultimately creates a better society for all of us.
And I believe this also boosts investor confidence. With that, what role does security play in strengthening it?
When investors assess where to place capital, they look beyond financial returns. Security is not just a social good, it is a strategic economic asset. They seek environments where rules are stable, risks are managed, and their investments are protected. Singapore's reputation for safety, both physical and regulatory, creates a quiet assurance that business can be conducted without disruption. There is a tendency for investors to look for stable markets where growth is safeguarded at an overall level. Singapore's safety isn't just about low crime. It's the result of strong government policies, smart city planning, active community involvement. This is what creates a stable and secure environment where investors feel confident about protecting their people, assets, long-term interests. In today's world, where stability and predictability matter more than ever, Singapore shows how safety can be a powerful advantage for attracting and keeping investment. From credibility of Singapore armed forces to the robustness of our legal and regulatory frameworks, including the significant Investments Review Act, Singapore signals to the world that it is not just open for business, it is prepared to safeguard it. This sense of predictability and protection is what makes Singapore a trusted hub for global investment.
So in order to maintain this standing, are there things that we should prepare for? What challenges could threaten Singapore's strong safety record in the future?
Yeah, I think it's not just for Singapore, but I think markets in general. So one emerging challenge is obviously the evolving nature of crime itself. So if you think about the traditional physical crimes in which Singapore remains low, like theft and assault, there are also complex threats now, such as cybercrime, scams, immigration-related offenses, and so on, which are harder to detect now, and they definitely require advanced enforcement and a lot of public education, right? So the other challenge could be demographics. So Singapore's population is aging. So thinking about emergency medical services or community response systems that need to respond to a greater demand, and ensuring that older residents also continue to feel safe and supported will be quite important for our future, right? So all of these factors are important. And of course, as Gallup, we know that the psychological dimension of safety matters a lot. So it's not just the absence of violence, it's also the presence of trust. So Singapore must continue investing in the community cohesion, great urban design, transparency, so that safety can feel very inclusive, regardless of age, gender, or background. But I will say that I think Singapore leaders are always watching the future very closely. They're always proactive in the nature of strategy and execution and leveraging technology. So I feel quite confident that Singapore will continue to stay ahead in shaping great policies that can handle some of these challenges.
We are also looking forward to seeing positive results in the future, Shruti and Kanika. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and goodbye.
Once again, those were Gallup's Shruti Rastogi, Head of Consulting for Southeast Asia, and Kanika Singh, their Business Director. For more news, visit sbr.com.sg.